Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Amanda, and welcome to the intro video of the Hey Sugar podcast. Now, this is not my first podcast, but this is my very first video podcast, and I'm excited to be on YouTube to share my stories and share the stories of others. But it wouldn't be right for me to just jump on in and start this new season without sharing a little bit of who I am. I am a confidence coach, an avocado toast lover, and your friendly neighborhood purpose pusher. I am here to partner with you on your journey of reinventing yourself, finding your voice, finding your freedom, owning your story, and getting you to the destiny that God has for you. Now, life wasn't always like that for me. I haven't always been this confident person that you see right now. I started my journey years ago. I'm a PK, grew up in an amazing family. I'm a musician, a piano player, a singer. Um, I grew up in an amazing family in the suburbs, and I fell in love in my 20s, and I found myself in the midst of a domestic violent relationship with my husband. Now, I had a baby at the time. I was a single mom after, but I had a baby at the time. And I found myself in a place where I was dealing with a lot of shame. My family knew nothing about what was going on with me. I would go to church every single Sunday, playing the piano, singing. They had no idea that I was going through a living hell every day. Just never told them. And you might ask yourself, like, why? How come you never said anything? Because I had a lot of shame. How can I, a PK, grew up in a great family in the suburbs, how can you be in that type of relationship? So I didn't want to tell anybody. It was all shameful. Had a lot of fear because I didn't want him to be hurt or him to go to jail. So I just kept it to myself. And every single Sunday, I would go to church and play the piano and have this mask on every Sunday, smiling and singing and praising the Lord and hallelujah, but living in hell, living in hell. A little time after that experience, I was able to get out of that relationship. But I found myself after I left that relationship, I found myself in a space where I felt like I lost my glow. Like I wasn't the same Amanda. Um, I was always full of life and fun and joking and all that, but I felt that I was in a place where my light was dim from the trauma and the hurt and everything that I went through. But I went through a process of healing, thank goodness, and I was able to feel my feelings, deal with my feelings, and find my healing. I found my healing, and that led me to create a space for women to find their voice and find their freedom. So I created She Stories. It's a wellness community, it's a storytelling community for women. I create this sacred space for women to come and share their stories. Um, People in the audience are able to listen to the stories of women that have gone through challenges and trauma, but they've overcome. And it's been a space where I've been able to share over 200 plus stories of women. And then it evolved to kids, and then also evolved to men sharing their stories. And I always say to people, you know, your past can change someone's future. Your past can change someone's future. People that are sitting in the audience that hear your story, when they hear it, it could be like, wow, I thought I was the only one going through that, and I'm not. And that gives them a sense of comfort like, wow, there's some commonality there. I'm not the only one. I've also seen it where a lot of people in the audience was like, well, maybe I should go talk to somebody. Maybe I should get some support and go to therapy. And those are the things that I have seen transpired in that room. It's a place of empowerment where people find their voice, they find their freedom. It's a place of inspiration where people are inspired to do more, to be their authentic self, to be a better version of themselves. It's just an amazing experience that I've had. Now, when I look at my life and everything that I've been through, and then I look at today, I can say over the last 2 years, I felt like my light was dimmed as well. And not because I was in a toxic relationship, but I dealt with a lot of loss, y'all. A lot of loss. From breakup with someone that I adored and loved to losing my business and dealing with the pandemic and dealing with everything that happened in my life as a Black woman and in the world. And then multiple losses and losses after that. And I just found myself in a place where, I was like, okay, I think I can get through this. All right. But I'm not going to, start anything new because I closed my business down. But still, I felt that I just couldn't get it going again. Now, let me rewind a little bit. Because during all that process, when I was married and had a baby and was in a domestic violent relationship, my mom also died and my father. So my mom died my dad died in 2010. My mom died in 2015. So I've been through a lot of stuff, y'all. And I think that everything that I've been through, there were times where I just felt like I'm here, but I'm not here. Like I'm walking through a fog. That was kind of the best way that I can explain it, especially when my mom died. I was going through a fog. I'm like, whew. I'm walking, just like when you're driving in a car and you're going through a fog or going through the fog. You drive cautiously, right? You drive slow, but you're still driving. I felt that way. I felt like I was in a fog when my mom died. And I needed to take a break. I needed to make sure I took a break before I broke. I always say, take a break before you break. Take a break before you break. So it's been an interesting journey. So here I am today, 2023, January. I started Hey Sugar Podcast probably like 3 years ago. But the last year or so, I took a break from it. I cannot serve from an empty place. I cannot be the person that is offering you this wisdom and guidance when I'm feeling like I'm in a fog. So I took a step back and I took a break. And I decided that I was going to take time for me, have some self care, and heal me, heal Amanda. Healing is so important. And when we think about, your light being dimmed, um, I want to talk to you about your confidence, owning your shine. I did this event in December of last year called Own Your Shine. And it was my very first event. Now, like I said, I've hosted storytelling nights for other people, but this was the very first time that I hosted my own event. And I hosted Own Your Shine. And um, I didn't want to do it at first, but my sister, Gwen, she's my biggest cheerleader. All my family is very supportive, but she's always been the big cheerleader for everyone. She pushed me to do it. She's like, you need to do it. You need to share, your journey. You need to share what happened to you and how you've overcome. You need to share how you've owned your shine. You need to share all the beautiful, amazing things that God has done. So I did this event and it was so great. We had 30 plus women there. And it was a time where women were able to find their healing or have an aha moment. And they were inspired and empowered to write their story. You cannot change the past, but you can write a new ending. And in that conference, that's what they found. They found their shine. So I have a question for you. Have you lost your confidence? What could you achieve if you had confidence? How different would your life be? That's the question I asked everyone in the audience. How different would your life be if you had the confidence? Would you be able to start that business, start a new career, um, leave a toxic relationship? Um, what could you do? What could you achieve? It's time for you to find your voice. It's time for you to own your shine. You have an amazing, amazing, beautiful soul. You have potential inside of you. And I always love to say you're the answer to someone's prayers, whatever gift and talent you have. Someone is waiting on you. Someone is waiting on you. So it's time for you to get your confidence back. Don't let your challenges cheat you out of your dreams. It's time for you to embrace your story. I know something happened, but it's okay. Let's embrace that story. Let's get some help. Let's get some support so you can find your voice, own your power, so you can become the person you were designed to be. What does it mean to own your shine? It means that you believe in who you are and the gift you are to the world. Give yourself permission to have more in life, more of what you want. Stand in your truth. Stand in it. Stand in your truth. Honor your light and shine and share in the world. I want to encourage you as I take you on this journey with me of owning your shine and the journey of getting your confidence back, the journey of finding your purpose, finding your voice. I want to encourage you to take the necessary steps so that you can be the best you for you, not for anyone else. Be the best you for you. I want to encourage you to take the time to heal. Make that call. Sign up for that appointment. Go to that support group. Whatever it may be. Whatever that step is that you need to take for you to find your healing and get your confidence back, I want to encourage you to do that. And guess what? Your girl E, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm here to walk the journey out with you. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on my first video podcast. And I can't wait to share the next episodes with you. And it'll be available on Spotify and also, of course, here on YouTube. But like, share, um, follow me, follow my journey. And I would love to hear from you. So connect with me. And hopefully one day we'll be able to see each other real soon. Take care.